Good evening guys and welcome back to another video. It's me Cam from Cam's Call and welcome back to another daily Chelsea transfer news video. And today I'm going to be dropping the final video of the transfer season. It's been a long one, thank you guys for supporting and sticking around. But without further ado, enough of me waffling, we've got a lot to talk about today. So let's get on with the first story. As of the last week, transfers surrounding Chelsea have been very hard to keep up with. And that's mainly why I haven't really been doing videos early in the morning, because things just evolve during the day. But the breaking news coming out all over sources all over the world is that the Saul Niguez deal is back on. Now, a couple of stories that I'm going to be reading from this morning said it's blocked, there's no chance, but David Ornstein broke from The Athletic. Breaking news has said Chelsea actively working on a deal to sign Atletico Madrid midfielder Saul Niguez. Negotiations are for a loan with option to buy 26-year-old Spain international contract at Atleti until 2026, but optimism all around that he now joins the FC. Hashtag transfers, hashtag deadline day. Yes, the plot thickens. Yet another name that yesterday I didn't really think was going to happen. Now I have more belief that it can happen, and I'm going to go to that Don on Sky, who's also said his agents working hard to complete deal today for midfielder to move on loan to Chelsea. They will not give up until the last minute of the window. Player is keen for a move to Chelsea. He is currently in Madrid. He does not need to fly to London to complete the deal. Good. Very good. I don't like all this malarkey of watching people's planes to Cobham with Lukaku. I watched too many planes that day for this to happen. The deal can be done in Madrid on deadline day, great. Just send a little photos of him wearing the shirt. That's all I want at the moment. But yes, it's good. After a couple of weeks of knowing about Saul Niguez, I've learned more about him and how, he's a good player. A player we need. 26-year-old, ripe age, going into his prime. He dies for the club, works hard, scored against Liverpool in the Champions League. What more do you want? For me, Chelsea need a bit of depth. Ampadu is going to be probably our fourth midfielder if Saul Niguez doesn't come on. Ampadu. Is that a title contending side? I don't think so. So, if Saul Niguez could come in, that would be great. But enough talking about this absolutely sexy Spanish midfielder. I'm going to go to another sexy defender who plays in Spain called Jules Kounde. On to the next story. Now, I've got three stories from the main man, the Italian stallion, Fabrizio Romano, from three different timings. I'm going to go to the newest and see how it's evolved over time. Starting with Chelsea had a complicated and intense day for Jules Kounde negotiations with Sevilla. Deal on the verge of collapsing many times, but today Chelsea will try again a final approach. Sevilla are strong on their position. Saul deal now completely blocked. Fabrizio, you're a fraud, mate. Tap in margin. That's false. Don't listen to that. We know Saul move is on. Okay, just saying that. On to the next story from Fabrizio, who carried on by saying, Sevilla sport director Monici, Jules Kounde has chances to leave the club if someone play the release clause. Chelsea made a bid last week, but we didn't like it. Kounde release clause is around 75 to 80 million euros. Sevilla have no intention to negotiate. Okay, Sevilla, acting all the big dogs, acting like you can run the transfer market with Chelsea FC. Alright? Okay? We don't want to negotiate? Alright, fine. We won't buy your player. Your player wants to leave. You're having a player on your books who wants to come to Chelsea and you know it. You're just being stubborn. In my opinion, if he doesn't go to Chelsea this window, then January, when Sevilla are all crying, crawling back, oh please, honey, we're poor. Yeah, you're in the Farmers League. We'll pay the money. Bish bash bosh. Jules Kounde is a Chelsea player in January for cheaper. Bob's your uncle. But it might not happen like that because of the way football works. And I'm going to go on to the last story from Fabrizio Romano, who was about an hour ago, that said, Jules Kounde and Chelsea deal is considered more than complicated by all parties involved. Sevilla have no intention to negotiate. It's a release clause on nothing, and Chelsea have not communicated any intention to play the clause yet. Big Marina and the boys are like, nah, we're not playing the release clause, too much. Jules Kounde is a good player, but we're not wasting our money here. He wants to join. Can we get a bit of negotiation, Sevilla? We need a bit coming back from you, please. Thank you. That's the deal. Will it happen? Yesterday I thought Jules Kounde was more likely to happen than Saul, but now I'm feeling Saul's more likely to happen to Jules Kounde. We definitely need a midfielder. Kante's injured. Jorginho always gets yellow cards because he's slow. Kovacic also is injury prone. We need some depth. So yeah, I think midfield is more a priority. But if Jules Kounde it comes in, if either of them come in, it's a great window. We've got Lukaku. Let's just calm down. We've only dropped 2 points, so I'm going to finish off with the final outgoings of Chelsea, hoping to do. So this was from The Athletic, and they have said Chelsea will be working on outgoings of the club, looking at finding possible loans for Ross Barkley, Ethan Ampadu, Malang Sarr, Lewis Baker, Charlie Masonda, and Loftus-Cheek has also been mentioned as potential departure, but he is now more likely to stay. We do need midfield cover, and I think Loftus-Cheek's a lot better than Ethan Ampadu. So if we get those boys I just mentioned loans, be off the books, we'll get some dosh coming in, maybe push up their price. Conor Gallagher scored a brace at the West Ham Stadium. Went to the game, went to some scouting for Chelsea. You know how it is, international out here. He scored a brace. His price has probably gone up a couple of M's because of that. So loans, as I just said, give you an example, they're good, they can be bad. Ross Barkley started good, ended up bad. But the main thing is they're off our books. We don't have to think about them, cut the squad, and that's it. Hopefully, I will see you tomorrow with 2 little signings in the Chelsea little baggage area coming to London, but we do not know. Thank you guys for watching. It's been a long transfer season, so if you could repay me for this hard work that I've been doing for you guys, shut up. That would be great. But without further ado, this is Cam. I've been Cam's Coppin for the final time this transfer season, and please subscribe. 400 subs soon, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.